Indonesia, and it's very popular. But having said that, the bumbu of the rendang will be on the COVID style. Okay, to make a good rendang, you need, of course, the beef. This time I have the silver side cut, but I think the best one is the beef brisket for making rendang, because the flavor, the brisket is full packed with flavor, and then it's the best things to cook slowly. For the bumbu, we have lemongrass, large red chili, turmeric, garlic, galangal, small chili, red chili, tamarind, ginger, cloves, coriander seeds, palm sugar, candle nut, bay leaves, white pepper, salt, and coconut milk. From all that bumbu, you need to keep aside 1 lemongrass, the cloves, and bay leaves. So this bumbu shouldn't be blended or smoothened. So this is needed just to chuck into the sauce later on. First thing you need is to saute the beef. So get the pan ready, hot. 1, 2 dessertspoons of cooking oil in there. Swirl it around and inch the beef. Slightly brown and slightly firm. So then it's a time for you to take the meat out and let it rest a little bit. Turn the fire off. Okay, next job is to fry off or saute the bumbu ingredient. So therefore, the old pan is still with the beef flavor in there. Add 1 more dessertspoon of cooking oil, and then in all the bumbu apart from the one we keep it aside. Next is the candle nut. I give it a good shake so it won't stick, and then get the garlic in. That's all already chopped up, and the turmeric. So all goes in there. Then give a good stir. You probably need this for 15 seconds to half a minute. That's it. Okay. And then next is the red chili and the large chili. They all come together. And then lemongrass, tamarind, and palm sugar. So give a good shake. Wow, that's the aroma already coming out very nicely. Very fragrant. Very nice fresh spices. But if you can get fresh spice, you can use dry one or powder, but you need to adjust the quantity of it. So next goes in coriander seed. Very good. Very good. Already smells really good. Give it a couple seconds. When it's already looking a little bit of brown and softened. And the next job is to slice the beef you sauteed earlier. Here we are. So I just cut it into bite size. It's still red, it's blue. Okay, so The best things, this is tips for you at home to cut beef so it wouldn't be tough later on when it's cooked, is to cut the meat against the grain. If you look at this, that's the grain, yeah? So you don't want to cut it this way, but you cut it through that way. So cut against the grain of the meat. So therefore the meat will be more tender when it's cooked. Okay, just slice them like that. Not too thin, but not too thick. So there we go. Cut them bite size. Okay, next action or next job is to heat the pan large enough to make to saute and cook the beef rendang. So on a medium heat, add 2 dessert spoons of cooking oil. Swirl it around, right until nice and hot. So when it's already piping hot, as you can see, that's the smoke coming out in there. And then drop the bumbu that's already been blended away from your body. So that way. There we go. Oh, smell that. I wish all of you can smell that. Very, very nice smell. Very, very fragrant. All the spices blended in there. And the heat bring the aroma out. Oh, very nice smell. And remember, this is without salt yet. You can add salt and coconut milk later on. Okay, that's about it. And then next job, add the beef pieces, right size. And some of the beef liquid as well in there earlier, just drop it in there. That's all the goodness in there. And now give it a good stir and show all these pieces of meat, each piece of meat coated with the bumbu, to ensure the bumbu absorbed by the meat. There we go. And leave this for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, this is already about 3 minutes now. And now all this eggs, the bumbu, we just add water in about 150 milli. Give a good clean up in there, because we don't want to waste any good bumbu. So, and then goes into the rendang. Look at that. With that, so I add another 75 milli water. Give a good stir, like so. Make sure all the meat covered with the water and bumbu. And now turn the fire really low, like so. So leave them simmering, not boiling, just simmering for half an hour. Okay, this has been about 5 to 6 minutes now, so we need to check it. And I give another stir like that. And you can see the juice from the rendang already receded, but it's not totally dried yet. So we keep cooking it until the beef becomes tender. Okay, this has been 15 minutes. So if you have looked at the water receding further, but the meat is not cooked yet. Okay, so this time we need to add the rest of the ingredient. A couple of bay leaves, cloves, lemongrass, and white pepper. So, and I give a good stir like that, and then put the lids back on. That's lid on, and wait for another 5 to 7 minutes. Right, folks, the rendang is already cooking nicely here. The consistency of the sauce or the bumbu already perfect. So remember earlier I haven't put any salt and coconut milk. So now is the time to add salt and coconut milk. In goes the salt, got a couple good pinch of salt in there, and about 5 tablespoons of coconut milk. Give a good stir, like so. Look at that, smooth, really good. So, as usual, in any of my cooking with using coconut milk, I always add the coconut milk at last. So the idea is we try to make less cholesterol on the food you consume, and also the material we using is less. That's the two reasons. If you added coconut milk from the beginning, and then your rendang will be oily because it's split. So I don't really like the oily rendang. So I need really nice and smooth rendang. So that's what it looks like at the moment, and then we need at least another 5 to 7 minutes, and the rendang will be done. Okay, folks, this is the rendang. It's ready, and then the sauce already very thick, but not dry. So this is what you're looking for. Okay, now just need to serve this rendang. The thickness of the sauce is very important as well. You don't want runny sauce, but don't want too dry. So just enough to cover the meat, because this rendang is not curry. So curry can be a little bit thinner, but rendang have to be thick, like so. And some of you might have